Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim. How are you 100,000 beautiful souls doing this morning? I'm doing great. It is early. I did take a shower, even though I'm still just half out of bed. I got my Travis Matthews $100 golf shirt on that I threw down for. That you may or may not say it's any better than the Walmart Ben Hogan, but it feels good. Got some blue shorts on, blue shoes on, and I'm on my way back home. But first, I got to come out here and feel this weather in Temecula. And I'm getting ready to go to McDonald's this morning, not only just to get Miss T her Coke and a biscuit, but I'm going to meet Temecula J. That's his new nickname. I got California Steve, and he lives in Temecula. And then yesterday, Temecula J came by to visit me. He just showed up. He knew where I was at. He knows this area. He could figure it out from my videos, and that's fine. I was in the lobby waiting for California Steve, Miss T and I, to go golfing. And he comes in with a couple of gifts and just wanted to say hello to me. I got a golf towel to wipe my clubs down. And you have these plastic rods that go down in your golf bag that you actually put your golf clubs down in, those little slots in the tubes. They're long tubes. And here, I'll show you one. And they keep your clubs up so you can see what you're looking for when you're trying to find your pitching wedge or your putter or whatever. Let's see if this is open. Yeah, here they are. I've got several of them. Right here. See? These tubes. And they just go down in the golf bag, and you stick your clubs in there. I also received this beautiful towel that has a hole in it that you can put over your, show you, hang on. Looks like a poncho, see? You can lay that right over one of your clubs on top of the bag, and you wet your towel. What happens is when you golf and you hit the ground, you get dirt in those little grooves, those little lines. And by having a wet towel, you keep your clubs nice and clean, so you get a good, pure, crisp, puts a spin on the ball and everything else. And of course, yesterday when California Steve came, he gave me a whole bunch of, see if I have them here, of balls. And he gave me a bag of tees because he always wants me to use a tee. I never use a tee usually on the fairway. I mean on the, not on the fairway, not supposed to use it on the fairway, on the tee box. And he's a great golfer, and he was trying to, in a subtle way, tell me to use some tees. And what else he gave me, I just have to brag this morning and show you guys. A whole bag. First of all, he did buy me this hat when he sponsored me to play, not this one, where is it? Right here. Coral Canyon in St. George, Utah. He told me to pick up a hat in the pro shop when he paid from California a round of golf for me to play in St. George. Hadn't even met me yet. But look, I have a whole bag of Under Armour shirts. I mean, there must be a half a dozen of them in there, at least, that he gave me. And, oh, that's what Miss T was looking for yesterday, her Ray-Bans. I see them. I got them, Miss T. So anyway, he sponsored yesterday's golf round too at something Creek. I forget the name of it already. It was a beautiful place. I made a video. It wasn't the best round I've ever shot. We were just out there having a great time. And then after golf, Miss T and I took California Steve to lunch, and we could have went anywhere we wanted, and we chose a barbecue place where we had amazing barbecue. Now, In the South, I've had barbecue sandwiches that were about this big. They were wrapped, and you eat it, and you're like, oh, give me 2 more of them. This was the biggest. This was like a Whopper, and it had a barbecue falling out of it on the plate. A meal was had just in eating the excess that they put on top of the bun before you got to the barbecue sandwich, and it had coleslaw on it. And then Miss T loves onion rings. We ordered a big side thing of onion rings, of which California Steve was very good and refused to eat. He tries to be more healthy. His wife keeps him that way. And I'm staying healthier too with all this walking and no eating at night and stuff that Miss T's got me on. But I have to go right now to McDonald's to meet Temecula Jay, and I'm gonna take care of us for breakfast and coffee. And we're just gonna get a little bit more acquainted than we had time to yesterday. California Steve, I mean, these people that I'm meeting that want to make my acquaintance, Apple Valley Timmy and all these guys that show up, that watch my videos, that just say, hey, I could be friends with that guy. I'd like to meet that guy. I'd like to play golf with that guy. I'd like to have a cup of coffee with that guy. The best coffee I ever had in my life. Well, they do it. They make the effort. And I'm a blessed man to have made the acquaintance of each and every one of these people. And even Miss Jamie and Tom that showed up there in New Harmony, where I've got my camper, that live in the area there in Utah. I receive emails from her all the time, telling me about things to do, places to go, and they hope to make our acquaintance again and meet Miss T before we leave that area. And that'll probably happen as well. So I just wanted to say this morning that I am a blessed man, and I like to know that I'm blessed because of my faith and the positive energy that I try to put out there, and the positivity that I only want to receive. I eschew all negativity. I eschew anything that is downtrodden, down in the mouth. I don't want anything to do with it. And it's so easy to do, folks, when you only allow positivity into your life, and when you only think positive things, and when you try to share kindness. And I've taken it to a new level, seeing the kindness of Johnny Vegas, who we're going to see today and have lunch with. Just the pure generosity, the kindness that I'm sharing and they share. The back and forth of just giving of love and friendship, and yes, even finances. I mean, we can't keep up with who giving more or not. It's just, you know, we just want to be together and give together and love together. And just, all I can tell you, folks, is it's not all about money. It's about kind words and showing that you give your time to write something, to come and visit somebody, to say something, to do something for others, to pay it forward. When you live this kind of life, which is centered around Christianity, which is centered around focusing on God as your main source of supplier of all of your needs, of your health, your finances, your friendships, your successes in life, when you seek Him first, folks, you are going to have the best life you could possibly imagine. And I think more and more people that I'm discovering already live that life. More and more people are starting to live that life. We need more of that in this country now. There's so much evil and so much downtrodden and down the mouth, and people trying to bring others down for no reason whatsoever other than their own pure motivation of nothing. And it's a pure waste of time. My encouragement to everybody out there today that's hearing my voice, if you know one thing, and that's one thing only, and that is to first seek the Lord Almighty as your Savior. And you know, we talk about God on this channel occasionally. It's not a God channel. It's not a religious channel. It's not a preaching channel. But we don't hang our heads when we say we believe in God on this channel. I don't, and a lot of my subscribers don't either. I know a lot of people follow different faiths. I know a lot of people don't even believe, but that's fine. I can tell you this though, folks. Those that do follow morality of whatever religion they're following, I think God sees that. I know God sees that. I know God sees people's hearts that are generous and kind and try to do good to other people and look for the best in other people, that they are blessed. They reap rewards. My life, this vacation in California has been phenomenal. And I know it's just beginning my whole life with Miss T. I mean, we're gonna go to the, if God wills it, to the Zion National Park and Bryson and all these other wonderful places, these tips that I keep getting from my co-pilot, from a lot of you out there. And she is already just loving the mountains. Does she want to be out of Florida? No. Does she want to be away from her family? Heck no. But that's fine. And I'm going to be right there with her. I support her. She is the best thing that's ever happened in my life. I've known this woman for more than 40 years. And we all go through periods, okay? And we don't want to waste another day. You can't get time back. Why waste one day of being sour, mean, unkind, or selfish in any way? You cannot get those days back. Days that you don't go out and live, and even if you don't spend money, you just go out and take a walk and take in the natural beauty, feel the weather, get some steps in. Something to do for your life to keep, you know, I was talking the other day to California Steve, and I got to wrap this up because I got to get going. But I didn't want to make a downer video, but I was thinking about mortality. You know, Johnny Vegas shared with me, he had two friends, 66 years old, both pass away recently. Johnny Vegas is 66, I'm 65. The average age for a male is only 73 years old in the United States. It was 76, they brought it down. They're killing us with the food, and we're killing ourselves of how we live and lack of exercise and whatever other things, stress, whatever. But one of them passed away of a massive heart attack right in his kitchen and sat there for a week before somebody found him. Another one found a pain and went to the doctor, and the doctor says, you got cancer of the liver and you got a month to live. And he was gone in 2 weeks. And then we read about others, like famous people. You might know people in your own family, people that wanted to wait till they were full retirement age to quit working their prison job and get their Social Security and start to travel, play golf, just go to the beach, work on your tan, read a book, sit at home, take walks, you know, spend more time with your spouse. And yet they're just, no, no, no. And then they're taken from this world, massive heart attack, other gizzards wear out, you know, hips wear out, different things, eyesight, hearing, their faculties are changing. They don't want to do what they wanted to do when they were a little bit younger. Folks, live your life. I mean, when you think about how much runway you've got in front of you versus what you've got behind you, when you're in your 60s and you know the average age is only 73, yes, people live to 80 and 90 years old. Yes, they live to be 100, but you don't see them people jogging up and down the street. Live your best life now. You've worked and paid your dues your whole life. Get yourself out of debt. Get your free check coming in at 62 years old. Get yourself a little part-time side hustle. Quit working 40, 50 hours a week. Just work a little bit. Support yourself, supplement your income, lower your means, get a smaller place to live. Get rid of the high car payments. Get a good, reliable Japanese car. Buy an RV, move into a cottage. You know, I'm not suggesting what you do, folks. I'm just saying, you know, become more of a minimalist. Life is about living and going and doing. That's what Miss T and I want to do. We could care less about one of these big houses up on the mountain. Would we buy it if we won the lottery? Probably would have to for an investment, right? That's what those people are doing. That's where they're putting their money. Their money is in real estate. They have so much of it. How about sharing a little bit of it with us? How much is the East Wing? We'll rent it from you. But I mean, seriously, it's all relative. That's a very, and a lot of them people are not happy, folks. A lot of them people fall ill. A lot of them people can't even leave those houses. You know, be thankful. I've always said this, if you've got a roof over your head, you drive a reliable car, and you got food in your belly, you're a rich person. I mean, anything else is a bonus. But Jeff Bezos, anybody, any rich person you can think of, If they were laying horizontal in a hospital bed and couldn't get out of it, they'd give it all away to be able to be doing what I'm doing right now. Standing up, relatively perfectly healthy, and can walk down the road and come out and enjoy myself. So remember, folks, what's important in life. Kindness. God says that love is the most important commandment of all. Keep sharing that love. It will come back to you. You will absolutely get back what you put into this world. And I want to thank everybody I didn't even mention that are in my comments, and all 150,000 beautiful souls of you out there that may see this video someday, that may be encouraged in some way to remember. Now, I know last night there was a big thing on TV. I heard about it. I think I did turn it on for about 5 minutes. And it was that big debate about who's going to run the country. I can tell you this, folks. I can tell you this, that person is not running the country. There are other powers running this world. It is not that man, and it will not be the other man. Those are head figures. Those are to distract you. You know, look over here. Don't look over here. And the only person running this country and that's running your life, running my life, is upstairs. It doesn't matter who's in that office. It doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter what you read or see on social media. It doesn't matter, folks. Not one bit. They have no power at all except for the power you give them. The only real power, the supplying power, the real power, the power you will definitely know and see and feel, and it's good power, is from God Almighty upstairs. And if it's the higher power or the universe that you worship, but you're a moral person and you just believe in doing good to other people, you don't have meanness in your body. You are a loving person towards people. You want the best for other people. You help other people. You support other people and things and animals and things like that. Then you're a good person. And I say you're the type of person that's crushing it